My husband cheated with my younger sister during our honeymoon. Yeah. You heard that right. While we were supposed to be celebrating our marriage, let me take you from the very beginning. Her name was Rachel. We had been together for 5 years before we got married. She was kind, funny, the girl everyone loved. My family adored her, especially my younger sister Emily. They were best friends. We had a beautiful wedding. Everything was perfect. For our honeymoon, we chose a luxury resort in the Maldives overwater villa, private beach, the whole dream package. I paid for everything because I wanted her to feel like a queen. The first few days were magical. We swam, ate amazing food, made love every night. She kept saying, "This is the happiest I've ever been. I'm so lucky to have you." I believed every word. On the 4th day of our honeymoon, my younger sister Emily surprised us. She said she just wanted to see the Maldives and booked a room at the same resort as a wedding gift to us. Rachel was over the moon. They had always been super close, like real sisters. I was happy too. Oteti. First, but very quickly things started to feel off. Rachel and Emily began spending almost all their time together. Beach, pool, spa, dinners. They would disappear for hours for sister time. When I asked Rachel to spend some time just the two of us, she got annoyed and said, "Emily came all this way for us. Don't be selfish." Then came the little things I tried to ignore. They started whispering and laughing whenever I walked up. Rachel would come back to the villa late at night, smelling like wine and Emily's perfume. One morning, I woke up and both of them were gone. I found them having breakfast together at the beach club, wearing matching bikinis, looking like they were on their own honeymoon. When I sat down with them, the conversation died instantly. Emily gave me a weird smile and said, "You're lucky to have her. She's amazing." Rachel just looked away. On the 6th night, I decided to surprise them with a romantic dinner on the beach. I went to the front desk to arrange everything, and when I came back to the villa, the lights were dimmed. Through the big glass windows, I could see everything. Rachel and Emily were inside. They were on the bed, completely naked, kissing each other passionately. My wife's hands were all over my sister's body. Emily was moaning Rachel's name. They were having sex. On our honeymoon, in the bed I paid for, while I was outside arranging a romantic dinner for my wife, Rachel saw me first. Her eyes went wide with pure terror. She pushed Emily away and tried to cover herself with the sheet. Emily just froze. For a few seconds, nobody moved. Then Rachel started crying. "It's not what it looks like. We were drunk. It was just experimenting. Please don't ruin our honeymoon," Emily whispered. "I'm so sorry. It just happened." I didn't say a single word. I turned around and walked straight to the beach. But what happened after I walked away from the villa, that was when the real nightmare started, because we still had 5 days left on the honeymoon. The resort was paid in full. Our families were waiting for photos and stories, and both Rachel and Emily immediately started working together to make sure I would never tell anyone what I saw. But what happened after I walked away from the villa, that was when the real nightmare started. I walked straight to the beach and sat on the sand in the dark. The ocean was calm, but inside me, everything was on fire. My phone started vibrating nonstop. Rachel, 34 missed calls in 12 minutes. Emily, please talk to us. It's not what you think. Rachel sent a voice note, crying, "Babe, please come back. It was just a stupid drunk moment. We love you. Don't ruin our honeymoon over nothing." They were already working as a team. I didn't answer. I sat there until 3 a.m., staring at the water, trying to understand how my wife and my own sister could do this to me on our honeymoon. When I finally returned to the villa at sunrise, both of them were waiting. Rachel was crying dramatically on the bed. Emily sat beside her, holding her hand like a supportive sister. The moment I walked in, Rachel ran to me and threw her arms around my neck. "I'm so sorry. It was the alcohol, the heat, the excitement. It meant nothing." please don't throw away our honeymoon. We still have 5 days left. Let's enjoy them together. Emily joined in, tears in her eyes. I love you both so much. It was a mistake. Let's just pretend it never happened and have the perfect honeymoon you deserve. They were tag-timing me, my wife, and my sister, working together to gaslight me into silence. For the next 2 days, they turned the honeymoon into a performance. They booked private boat trips, sunset dinners, spa sessions, all three of us. Every time I tried to talk about what I saw, Rachel would start crying and say, "You're going to ruin the most beautiful week of our lives because of one drunk kiss?" Emily is my sister. She's family. Don't destroy us over nothing. Emily played the guilty little sister perfectly. I feel so ashamed. I would never hurt you. Please forgive us, and let's just enjoy the rest of the trip. They even posted cute photos of the three of us on Instagram with captions like, "Best honeymoon ever with my favorite people." The whole world thought we were the perfect couple plus supportive sister. But at night, when they thought I was asleep, I heard them whispering on the balcony, "Rachel, he's still mad. We need to keep him calm until we get home. Emily, just keep telling him it meant nothing. He'll believe us eventually. We can't let him tell our parents." They weren't sorry. They were managing the damage. And the final twist came on the last night of the honeymoon, because that's when I found the messages between Rachel and Emily that went back almost 2 years. Messages that proved this wasn't one drunk moment. This had been going on long before we even got married. And the final twist came on the last night of the honeymoon. I couldn't sleep. While Rachel and Emily were taking a midnight swim, they said, I picked up Rachel's phone that she left charging in the living room. I went through the hidden folder she thought I would never find. The messages between Rachel and Emily went back almost 2 years, long before we got married. Long before the honeymoon. Long before I even proposed. Photos of them together in hotel rooms. Voice notes where Rachel moaned Emily's name. Messages like, "I can't wait until he's at work so I can come over. Last night with you was better than any night with him." Even a message from the day before our wedding, "After tomorrow I'll be his wife, but I'll still be yours." This wasn't one drunk moment on the honeymoon. This had been going on for 2 years. My wife had been sleeping with my own sister the entire time we were planning our future together. I sat on the floor of the villa and read every single message until the sun started to rise. Each one felt like a knife. They had been laughing at me behind my back for 2 years. They had been planning this surprise visit to the honeymoon together. They had even joked about how easy it was to fool me. When Rachel and Emily came back from their swim at 6 a.m., laughing and wet, they saw me sitting on the floor with the phone in my hands. Their smiles disappeared instantly. Rachel dropped to her knees first. "Babe, please. It's not as bad as it looks." We were confused. It started as a joke. Emily started crying too. "I'm so sorry. I love you both. It just happened. We never meant to hurt you." They were both talking at the same time, trying to outdo each other with excuses. "Rachel, it was only a few times. Emily, we'll never do it again." "Rachel, please don't tell our parents." They weren't apologizing to me. They were trying to save themselves. Rachel grabbed my hand and cried. "We still have 1 day left of our honeymoon. Let's just enjoy it. We can talk about everything when we get home. Don't ruin the trip over something that meant nothing." Emily added, "I'll go home today if you want. Just please don't cancel the marriage. Think about our family. Think about Mom and Dad." They were still trying to salvage the honeymoon, still trying to keep the marriage alive, still treating me like I was the one who needed to get over it. But the absolute lowest point came when we landed back home, because that's when I discovered that my sister Emily wasn't the only one. Rachel had been cheating with 2 other people during our relationship, and my sister had been helping her hide everything. The betrayal wasn't just with my sister, it was a whole network of lies that had been going on for years. But the absolute lowest point came when we landed back home. We flew home in complete silence. Rachel tried to hold my hand on the plane. I pulled away. Emily sat 2 rows behind us. pretending to be the supportive sister. When we landed, Emily hugged Rachel goodbye at the airport, like nothing happened, and whispered something in her ear. I didn't ask what. The moment we got home, Rachel went to take a shower to wash off the trip. She left her laptop open on the kitchen table. I opened it. The folder was called Personal. Inside were hundreds of messages, photos, and videos. Not just with Emily. Rachel had been cheating with 3 different people during our relationship. My sister Emily, for almost 2 years, her old coworker from the office, a guy from her gym. There were videos, explicit videos of her with Emily in our bed while I was at work. Messages where they laughed about how easy it was to fool me. Rachel wrote to Emily the day before the honeymoon. Can't wait to have you on the island. We'll just tell them it's sister time. They had planned the entire surprise visit together. I sat there for almost 2 hours reading everything. Each new message felt heavier than the last. They didn't just cheat, they enjoyed it. They mocked me. They planned their secret meetings around my work schedule. When Rachel came out of the shower in her robe, smiling like nothing happened, she saw me at the table with her laptop open. Her face went white. She tried the usual performance. Babe, please. It's not as bad as it looks. I was confused. I made mistakes. But I love you. We can go to therapy. We can fix this. I didn't even raise my voice. I just said, I want a divorce. I want you out of the house by tomorrow. And I never want to see either of you again. That's when the real war started. Rachel immediately called Emily. Within an hour, both of them were in the house, crying, screaming, begging, threatening. Rachel, if you divorce me, I will tell everyone you were abusive and controlling. Emily, I will tell mom and dad that you're lying and trying to destroy our family. They tried every trick. Guilt, we're sisters, we're family. Threats, we have messages where you said bad things about your family. Manipulation, think about the wedding photos, the memories, the money we spent. They were a team, my wife and my sister, united against me. I didn't argue. I started packing Rachel's things while they screamed. I changed the locks the same day. I blocked both of them everywhere. I sent the same message to both families. The marriage is over. There are things you don't know. I will explain when I'm ready. Please respect my decision. Then I turned off my phone. But the final blow came 2 weeks later, because that's when Emily sent me a message from a new number. It was a photo of Rachel's pregnancy test. Positive. With the caption, "Congratulations, uncle. You're going to be an uncle, and the father might be you. Or it might be me. We'll let you know after the paternity test. You can send your own story straight to my email. It's in the description below. You can send your story to my email anytime, and I promise I'll tell it in the next episodes. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and let the truth spread everywhere.